Oscar Arias. I'm 22 years old and I do music. I am a performance major at CSUSB and I do my personal music right here in my studio, hoping for the creative stuff. The genre of music that I compose, it's many different kinds. I'm more of a composition guy, so whatever fits goes. Like I've worked with R&B singers, I've worked with rappers. I'm a rapper / singer myself, so it's all different kinds, but I'm more into like the hip hop and pop right now. So part of the process of what I do, I'm just listening to it, you know? And at first, it was so funny when I wrote this one. I thought I was gonna go ham on the harmony, and I started writing, you know, like, yeah. She got the big music about it, music gonna music about it, you know, I'm like going ham on this song, and I'm like, damn, dude, like this is too much, you know. So I'm like, you know, so I erased it, I scratch it, I throw it, and then I'm just like, okay, let's just wait. I swear, 2 hours go by, nothing. Gene comes along. Thank God for Gene. Comes in, gets on the mic. I for some reason, Gene on the mic just amazes me. He's always like, bro, like I'm useless here. Like he's just recording me like, look at this. And I'm like, you know what, Gene, get on the mic. Cause today I'm not recording, I don't have nothing, right? Yeah, so I'm like, get on the mic, have fun. He gets on, and he goes, he's like, love the way you touch me, kiss me, hug me. That's all he says. I'm like, bro, I got it. I told him to sit down, I started writing, and I'm like, all right, I got it, bro, I got it. Love the way you touch me, kiss me, hug me. Butterflies in my tummy when I see your smile in your face, more precious than anything. You know how I feel, girl, but if you ask me, I love the way you treat me, oh so dearly. And that became what is this right here. Love the way you touch me, kiss me, hug me. Butterflies in my tummy when I see your smile in your face. And that's just the bridge, right? You know how I feel, girl, but if you ask me, I love the way you treat me. You know. What sparked my interest in music composition? Geez, well, I go way back. I have to go way back. It was my birthday party when I was 4. I was in the stairs, and then my uncle comes with a CD of Michael Jackson, and he plays it. It's all his music videos. First one that came up was Thriller. And I was just so amazed. The whole time I thought it was a movie, and it wasn't a movie. I'm like, dude, this is music. But like, it got me engaged. Like, there's a film before the music started happening. And that's when I started mocking him, dancing, all the kind of stuff, the moonwalking stuff. And that really sparked my interest in music. And then my dad would play the guitar. My hands were too little to play the guitar, so then I picked up the drums. And then from there on, the rest was history, I guess, if they say it. I believe it was sophomore year in my biology class, because my biology teacher, we had a project to do. And that project, I wrote a song to like get points out of it. And then she said, did you think about pursuing music? And I said, no, I was going to be an architect. And then she's like, that's weird. Like, she told me, that's kind of like a waste of talent. And that hit me the first time. And I said, okay, you know what? I'll think about it. Then I had a class with Mr. Norton. He was my guitar professor in high school. And he would challenge me in many ways. So if he's hearing this, I know he will agree, and he's going to sound like a jerk, but he wasn't a jerk in my eyes. He would tell me, he was like, I don't think you can pursue a career in music. And I told him why. And he said, because I don't think you take it seriously. So if you don't, you know, you might as well be an architect. And that hit me. Because he made me feel like me playing the guitar as a hobby that's what it was, a hobby. Even though deep down I knew it's what I wanted, but the fear of growing into the music industry was getting to me. Because it's like, the views, is your music good enough? Like, the process is the longest. And when you're an architect, you know, you just go to school, you get out, you write your stuff, and that's it. With music, it was really scary. But it wasn't until Mr. Norton was like, do you want to do it, yes or no? And I said, yeah. And from there on, that's when I started. And then I'm like, you know, it feels something's missing, a filler. So the filler is just me doubled. Baby, I think I am ready to kiss it. And me falling into that 50s, especially his name was Frankie Valli, you know, for Sherry, Sherry, baby, Sherry. I go to my professor and I'm like, how do you end up hitting those high notes? And then because I couldn't do it, I'm a baritone. I'm like, and so you got to use a lot of falsetto. And she taught me how to do it. And it may sound like weird and creepy, but then I end up going like, I don't even know I could do it now because when I recorded this, it was a blessing. I was like, baby, I think I am ready. And then I put that in there. I think I am ready. And so you can have more area, I put one on the left and right. So they end up going, baby, I think. Yeah, you like that?
No, I love this song.
3 years ago, which was 2020, it's when I first got like my first DAW, digital audio workspace, which was Logic is what I used. And that's when I officially for sure started like working on my stuff. I did write some compositions, some guitar compositions, but it was never as serious as like working in a workspace like Logic X Pro. Most difficult part about what I do, geez, everything. I mean, no, it's serious. It sounds so like just blunt, but the process of going through music, the process of releasing it, editing it, producing it, thinking about it, and then later having the doubts when everything's done is just, it can be overwhelming sometimes, especially when like you don't reap any benefits after, besides the satisfaction of something's out. But when you don't get that much, I guess what they call it now, clout, or any social media praise, then it gets a little bit like, damn, what am I doing this for? You know what I mean? But it's all about just keep going, keep writing, one song at a time. But yeah, everything's kind of hard. I gotta keep reminding myself not to quit. And I know that sounds so cliche, but I know in the future, I'm gonna wanna have like kids and stuff. So if I go up to them and I tell them, like, I used to wanna do music, but it didn't happen because I quit. And then I tell them the advice never to quit, you know? It's like, why would they ever look up to me? So in the beginning of the intro, I said, love is in the air. So a lot of people are holding their breath because they don't want to feel love anymore. So on the last song, it's like, you know, like when you get over that, like that, whatever, that ex or whatever you're going through. I'm like, now, you know, when you find that person, like, oh, like, fuck with this person, like, that's mine. Then you're like, dude, like, I'm taking it all in. So I started saying, love is in the air, so you know I'm breathing in. Glad to know I can finally feel love again. And then that's when the rest was history. Like they said, I just kept writing fluently. Love is in the air, so you know I'm breathing in. Things from my parents, like late night texting. Way past our bedtime, I ain't even sleep yet. But I got the energy. Never felt this way before, like damn, who knew? Went from chilling at the crib to saying table for two. Out of the blue, giving rent checks out of respect. I got a dip cause I got a boo. There's no comparison, adding you to my regimen. Can't get sick, you are my medicine. There's no doubt in my mind if I knock the door of your heart. Baby, I know you will